Hello, here is my first uh, video tutorial with sound. I mean, I'm talking. So the idea is to show, to to teach how to use my geometry nodes, and that I'm continue upgrading, but now I think is ready to be tested and to be used by anyone who wants to try it. So the main the main goal, the main objective of making this method, this way of merging road and terrain was to make it more simple and automatic the the work for merging road in a raster elevation system environment. I mean, this terrain is uh, a, is from a raster elevation map. Raster elevation map, for example, is this. This is a raster. This raster. This is not point cloud. This is raster elevation map. So, for example, in this software QGIS, you can add satellite images. So, after you export this to, that will be another tutorial. But after you export to Blender and you use that mesh to make this mesh, for example, this is a custom mesh based on that raster mesh. That is another tutorial. But you understand that this is a terrain mesh generated by a raster image, so elevation system. So with this, for example, I will okay. This is the mesh as it is. For example, road terrain. Okay, the mesh is this. Also, I made some corrections, and the row shape is not there. You cannot see the road. The road is, how I know the road was there, because of the satellite image. For example, I know that the road is there because of the image, but the shape the shape of the road is not there. So I have to make, well, as you know, a Bezier curve, and array and curve modifiers, and with that we have a Bezier, the Bezier curve that will be my final road. So this road was generated by that already know system, array, curve, and Shrinkwrap to the, not to this, exactly this mesh, but to the mm, raster mesh that has been imported to Blender. I I assume that you know what I mean. This is not, as I told you before, this is not the mesh that came from QGIS. This is a custom terrain mesh based on that mesh, the QGIS mesh, or a raster mesh. This is a custom mesh because it's decimated or subdivided close to the road. So we have this terrain mesh, and you have this road mesh. As you see, we have a simple, super simple mesh with some secondary roads. This mesh, this road, is very simple. This road has not road side, and just for more easy to understand the concept of this tutorial, uh, it will be better to have roadside also here. And for example, some stages have some walls, and some section of the terrain needs to be made by hand. We are in a raster world. This is not leader. This is not point cloud. Here you have to make some or a lot of things manually. So you have to learn some uh, sculpting, some 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 way to manipulate the geometry for this terrain mesh. So we have the road, we have the elevation applied to this road, already connected secondary roads, and we will end with this road that is very flat in wide, but we have some kind of elevation that later needed to will be needed to modify a lot of things, but will be a next tutorial. We have some kind of road mesh and some kind of terrain mesh. So this method with this geometry nodes, you will have this road with this terrain merged. So for this to work, we need also a road. This road, uh, the road we have before, but this road Shrinkwrap to the terrain. You see that the road follows the shape of the terrain. Later I will explain why, or better now. These geometry nodes work using vertex group. So, for example, I will hide Shrinkwrap and select row. Okay, as you see in this section of the stage, the road goes very above, very below the terrain, very below. We have a huge difference of altitude. So the geometry proximity node has a limitation of the value. I mean, how many meters of distance to next geometry, and in this kind of difference, it's a very high amount of difference. Here we have some kind of 3 meters, 4 meters. So this mesh will be not selected. For example, I will use vertex paint, white paint. So as I told you before, this system works with vertex groups. So no, we have, for this method to work, 3 different vertex groups. One is road only, 2 is road border, and 3 road border smooth. So first we start to explain the first geometry node. So here we have 4 different modifiers. First, one geometry node. Second, one Shrinkwrap node. 3, another geometry node, and last, a smooth modifier. So first, now we go to, I made some copy of layout and change the nature of geometry node. So we select this geometry node, the first. So we have this geometry node. I made it this way for to be the most easy to understand. What are doing this geometry node? What it's doing right now? So it's not enabled yet. So here we have the group input, group output. In the middle we have rows Shrinkwrapped to terrain. This is this. As I told you before, we have the I am looking for the where is more clear to visit. Shrinkwrapped. This we can hide. This road that was Shrinkwrapped. So we have terrain, we have road, we are here. Road Shrinkwrapped to terrain. Road Shrinkwrapped geometry to target, geometry proximity node. So it's set it on faces and distance with this compare node. So here I I made this banner, this test proximity one number. That one number, I think it means 1 meter. I have doubts, but I think that means 1 meter. You can play with it, 1, 2, and this will make this. Wait, wait. As we see, we have this vertex group, the first rod only, with a value of 1 selected automatically in this terrain mesh. Now it's more clear. You see here that the road that was Shrinkwrapped to terrain, it's very good selecting the vertex near road. This is on the terrain mesh. So as we see, we have red is 1, blue is 0. So the result of this calculation goes to the selection input. So the value is 1, 1 is red. So, and this node store named attribute will save this vertex group in the name one road only. That's here. Save to vertex group. So with this geometry node, we will have this vertex group. So next. After this, the next step is using Shrinkwrap node, Shrinkwrap modifier. Shrinkwrap method using nearest vertex. So the red, vertices, the red vertex, we will Shrinkwrap to the nearest vertex. And target was road. Road is this road that is not Shrinkwrapped. Offset 0, vertex group, we select one row only because we want to select and we want to work only with the red section or the vertices selected, already selected. So we enable this. The result was that the vertices that were already selected Shrinkwrap to the mesh of the road. So we will end with a mesh, the right mesh, using a vertex group to modify the position of the vertices. The position of the vertices in the exact location of the vertices of the row. As you see here, this is an example only because this road is very wide and using a few polygons, but it's just for this tutorial. So the next step, we will look at this geometry node. And what is the reason for this second step? Is to make some smooth on the surround geometry of the road, because we will see here, for example, this extreme example is this. You know, this is in the real life is a bridge here, and okay, it's complicated. So you we have a hill here, huge huge altitude difference. So how we smooth this surround the rock side? Well, I mean, in this example, we will smooth the road side, but I assume that in your project you will already have a road side for the road mesh, so this will smooth the nearest terrain to the main road. This is just an example because the road, it's only road without the road side. So we enable this modifier, the geometry node, and with this, what is doing this geometry node is giving the information to the road border vertex group. This is the road border vertex group. As you see here, we are expanding the selection. Why is this? Because we need some kind of limit. This is the wide limit, and we will make another limit, the inside. This is for selecting the portion of terrain that will be smooth, but we don't want the road to be smooth. We want only the road side, the proximity of the road to be smooth. So, for example, I will select road border smooth, and we will have this selection. What the geometry node, this geometry node, what it's doing is selecting a wide, a wider section of the road, and using the selection already created for the road to make some zero values. Remember, blue is 0, red is 1. So the road will be unselected. You see here row border all red, and border smooth, the road is not selected, is unselected. So I will explain what is doing this geometry node. Here we have the road object. This is not Shrinkwrap road object, it's the road itself, and another node, geometry proximity node, and a compared node with test with 5. 5 is 5. We assume that is 5 meters. This selection will be saved in a vertex group called road border, this, and goes to another node for saving another vertex group. But this selection will be compared selection with by road only and road only. So this selection will be called road border smooth. All of those two nodes with one value. One is red. So in the end, we will have this. So next modifier is smooth modifier with C only selected and factor of 2. This also can be or can be changed, no problem. So vertex group we select 3. We can change here the value of the selection. So I will use some section that's clearly visible. I will enable, and we saw that surround of row is smooth, unselected, select, or activate, deactivate, or enable. So with this, the objective of this method is to have the work of merging terrain with road in a raster elevation map environment the faster way to uh, to see the result also in seconds. If you have this already in hand, road and routing rep, and this file I will share with you, so you will have this example also. So after you apply these modifiers, you will have the road inside the mesh of inside of the right mesh. So later you will use your road, this road with all materials, etc. Perfect fit to the terrain mesh, because later you will delete this. You see that here we have some kind of some more edges different from the road that we have square. You could do what you want. I prefer to delete the space of the road and merge this road to the right mesh. You have to play and have some fun with it. So this is only for that. And some things I want to make it clear. This mesh is a triangulated mesh. This is it's just a test for maybe your mesh is in squares, no problem. This method is for a raster elevation map. For leader, I will make another geometry node. Some things are similar, some things are different. So yes, it's true that these modifiers, I mean geometry nodes, can be all in geometry nodes. Even Shrinkwrap can be a geometry node, smooth or also. But I prefer to use this way, at least now, because of the simplicity of these steps. So I hope that will be help you for you, and of course you can improve it, and I have no problem if you share the file or share this geometry node. We need to help each other, so we need to know also from each other. I have no problem if you want to share or if you want to uh, my method, this video is on you, no problem. So I wish the best for you, the best for your tracks. Make it with passion, make it with your heart, and don't be lazy. Make it good, make it well, make it do the best, do the best. Thank you for watching, and I hope some commentaries and some critics also. Everything is welcome. Thank you.